Now we're going to turn to someone who's been following what's driving voters to the polls. CBS News Elections and Surveys Director Anthony Salvanto is with us to talk about what to expect from Election Day. I want to ask you about Election Day, Anthony, sorry, I got my Anthony's and Tony's mixed up. But we've already had people voting. What do we know about those who voted? And is it the vote we would have expected on Election Day, or are a whole bunch of people voting, and that might mean Election Day will add to maybe record turnout?
Yeah, we're looking at the advance vote here, and I expect that's going to be about half of all votes cast. So we've hit about 40 million, might go up as many as 60 million when all is said and done before we get to tomorrow morning. And then we're expecting right now near record turnout, could hit around 120 million. The thing about the advance vote, John, is Democrats use the advance vote. They use mail voting, and they try to build up a lead with that. When I look at the advance vote, yes, in a lot of places, Democrats seem to have a slight lead, but is it big enough is the question. And I think that electorate looks a little bit older than perhaps Democrats would like. And I think if they need to get that youth vote out there, they're going to be playing catch up a little bit come Tuesday.
We keep hearing long night, late night, everybody's ready, get your Wheaties, get whatever sleep medication you need to stay awake. But so when you're looking at as the night begins, what are you looking for in terms of geography that tells you anything as the vote tallies come in?
Yes, this will be filled with a lot of coffee.
Yes,
I can assure you. The geography starts with Georgia, in my mind.
Because they close at 7.
They
right?
close at 7 o'clock. So we're going to start to get an indicator from the exit polls, the national exit polls, the Georgia exit polls, about what turnout looks like, and also about whether the Democrats can start to play that catch-up that I described, or if it looks like very Republican, because Republicans are going to turn out in force, they tell us, tomorrow. So then we get to Georgia, we get to North Carolina, we get to Ohio, and then it's off into the night from there. But that's your first indicator out of the exit polls, and then how it breaks if it's strongly Republican.
What about demographically? Like, what demos are you looking at? Why is that important?
Yeah. First thing I'm looking at is young people, because as we've reported, the Democrats need a lot of young people to turn out.
Of course.
Right? And then the other thing we're looking at, and I think this is going to be really key, is what's the split between that early and election day vote?
Right.
And I urge everybody to have patience, because they might count the ballots in separate buckets, and they might count the election day when Republicans might do better, and then they might count the advance vote a little bit later, and we have to wait for those votes to come in. And so going slow doesn't mean it's wrong or doesn't mean there's any problems. It's just patience. It's exciting, but we also have to have patience to let it all unfold as those counts come in.
I think we have to keep reminding people that, too. Don't expect to have numbers that night.
Yeah.
Keep reminding people.
Yeah.
Anthony Salvanto, go fill up your cup with some coffee.
Oh, you got it.
Got a long next couple of days. We appreciate you. CBS News will bring you full coverage of the results of tomorrow's midterm elections beginning at 8 p.m. Eastern right here on CBS.